Hey guys, so today I want to tell you about this ATN BlazeTrek. It's a thermal monocular, comes in 2 resolutions, and it's got really simple, easy to use controls. It's packed with features, and I'm going to show you how this guy can be a game changer for home defense. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so the sensor comes in 2 resolutions. We have 384 by 288 or a higher resolution of 640 by 512. In the first sensor, you have 2 choices for magnification. You can go 2 to 16x for $12.95 and the model number is 319, or you can go 2.7 by 21 for $14.95 and the model number is 325. This is the one that I'm reviewing here. If you want to step up to the higher resolution, that's 640 by 512, you have 2 options for magnification, which are 1 1/4 by 10 for $19.95 and the model number is 619, or 1.6 by 13 for $22.95 and the model number is 625. These are the list price. You can find it for less on sale. This is the one I got, so let's take a closer look at that. Look in the box. This is pretty nice. Comes nicely packaged. Got all your stuff. Here's the monocular. Comes in this simple to use case. Really easy to get in and out and just latch it up. So it makes it easy to carry it around with you, take it places, unlike carrying a scope. Let's see what else we got in here. So when we get everything out of the box, we've got our monocular, our pouch, a strap, eye cup, USB-C cable, tether, some manuals, and a cleaning cloth. Okay, so next let's talk about the controls. The ATN BlazeTrek is super easy to use. You start by pushing the power button. Then the first thing you want to do is adjust the diopter to your eyesight. Now I can use this with or without my glasses with a quick adjustment to this diopter. Next, depending on how far away the subject is, you can use this focus ring to bring it into view. Make it sharp. After that, you really just have these 3 buttons: video, photo, color palettes, and zoom. So starting with, if you want to take a photo, you just press this button once. And if you want to record video, you press and hold. For color palettes, starting with green hot, you press the button, switches to sepia. Press it again, you get white hot, then black hot, then iron red, and alarm. I really like the alarm because it pulls it out. Then the third button, you start with 1x, press the button, you get 2x, then 4x, and finally 8x. And that's pretty much it. Super easy to use. Alright guys, let's go out and see what we can find in the yard. So out in the front yard I came across this raccoon climbing up our oak tree. Now he really pops out nicely. There's a deer jumping over a fence. Now keep in mind, it's pitch black out. You wouldn't see any of this if you just walked out there. It's just dark. This is the backyard. That's probably 90 yards. Here we got an armadillo. Check out the driver in the car. Yeah, here we're back in the front yard. I think the black hot really pops out with the deer in the yard. I mean, there's no mistaking what you got here. Now keep in mind, it's pitch black out. You wouldn't see anything if you were just standing there with no sensor. Pitch black. Here I'm up in Kentucky. Went to visit my cousin. Got some horses coming down off the mountain. And they really pop. Isn't that amazing? Back in the front yard with some more deer. Now eventually you're going to have to think about adding a thermal scope, but we'll talk about that in a future video. Alright, so let's get to the home security. That's the main point of the video here. So I'm going to show you various different cameras. This is just our front yard with a security camera. And now I'm walking out with a regular camera. And this is all you see. You can barely make out the garage. It's a little blurry there on the right. Now if we switch to the security camera night vision, you get out to about maybe 50 feet or so. You can see the first tree in the row of trees. Now over here in that circle, that's a deer. You can kind of see him moving across. We bring up the BlazeTrek and might as well be daylight. I mean, there's no comparison. It's amazing. Here we got an intruder sneaking up through all those trees. With the BlazeTrek, it's just completely clear. On the security camera, you don't see him until he gets all the way to the top tree. And even then, look at the difference here. All right, now we're going to switch to the backyard. We've got a chicken coop and some solar panels. Now, if you look up in the left-hand corner, that's a regular camera. This is what you'd see with no sensor. And you're going to see out to about 50 or 60 feet, and then I disappear. You move into the security camera, and we see a little bit going on there. A little blur moving down. And on the BlazeTrek, it's plain as day. We know exactly what we got. You can still see a little blur there on the security camera going around the panel. But you know, with that BlazeTrek, the distance almost doesn't matter. It's clear way out. Here I'm just walking out. See some deer running away. Now I got the flashlight in my hand so you can see where I'm at. If I didn't have that flashlight, you would never see me back there. But that's probably 150 yards from the sensor. All right, here's a side yard. Note the camper and also the blue well tank. Okay, so regular camera, we can see when the light flashes, and that's it. You don't see anything else. Note the two cameras at the bottom of the screen is the BlazeTrek with the normal camera mounted side by side. Okay, now if we look at the BlazeTrek, we see the intruder behind the tree. The security camera, you can't see anything. Imagine you were put in this situation where you're on security detail and all you can see is that pitch black. You can't see anything and you've got this coming at you. This comes into view on the security camera here. And one last time, with way back at the well, that's probably 80 yards. You see nothing without a sensor. You really can't make anything out that far away with a security camera. But on the BlazeTrek, you've got it plain as day. So life's not fair, guys. You know, if you come up against somebody who has this and you don't, you're in trouble.